this really weird chirping noise, and as I'm walking up to the bush, she just comes running up to me. "Where did you come from?" She hisses at me at first, and then I pick her up and she melts and she's just like, "Oh, finally, thank you. I've been out here screaming forever." I pick her up at her in my chest and I walk her over to where my stuff is, trying to find a dish or something to put water in, and as I'm turning the hose on, it's kind of spilling on the floor and she just runs over there and starts drinking the water puddles from the floor. So I found a frisbee in my car, and so I filled that up with water and she's just drinking and drinking and drinking. I had cat food in my car for my cat, so I grabbed some of that and gave it to her, and she's just like scarfing it down. Just kind of sat with her, and she didn't want to leave me. She sat up on my shoulder and she would just want to stay there. She didn't want to move. But it was a place where I bored my horses and had to finish what I was doing. So I locked her in, detached, and was like, "Okay, I got to finish this, I'll be right back." I come back, I opened the door and she's just following me everywhere. Anywhere I would go, she would follow me back and forth, back and forth. She didn't want to leave my side at all. And the second she runs to me, and I knew automatically she was going to stay with me forever. I don't know why I had to do that. It's not like I needed another cat. I got her loaded up in the car. I put her in a crate on top of that blanket. She kind of just laid there the whole way home. And then when I got home, that's when I noticed how many fleas she had on her. So I immediately gave her a bath. I love when she was wet and her ears looked so big. They looked so enormous. She looked like a different cat. She slept for the rest of the night, and the next morning she was like a totally different kitten. Super spunky, really started to come out of her shell and feel good about herself. She had no fear of the other cats. She had no fear of the dog. She was absolutely fearless. She had to weigh maybe 2 pounds since this tiny thing is chasing my dog around the living room. My SPHYNX cat grew. You can see him kind of paw her, and then she paws and back and then runs away. And that's probably one of my favorite videos. It's been 5 or 6 months now till today. She's still the feisty little troublemaker who will kick their butts. I just think that was pure luck of being at the right place at the right time. So I wanted to name her something lucky. So I came up with Charm, which I think fits her really well. She's a character.